my first recorded lecture of all time, and it's like the best lecture to do. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, Ascension chat. Whoa, whoops, leaked. Leaked.
Oh no.
All leaked. All leaked. All
Why are you
leaked.
joining Ascension?
All of a sudden the server's gonna disappear.
I'm joining Ascension. Okay, so we're gonna go over. Oh, I fucked up, but it's fine. Okay, we're gonna go over new gen aiming method. So I was inspired by this because number one, one student asked me to teach blind firing, and number two, on my last one-on-one coaching session, like this kid, he showed me this clip. He was like, "Yo, like, bro, one of my friends told me this clip was ass because I was doing new gen aiming method." And I was like, "What the fuck is new gen aiming method?" And like I saw the clip. And it was like all it is, it's just like blind firing. Okay.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh yeah, no, like that's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with it, right? Like you can land consistent shots with it. But I think the reason why there's like a little bit of a controversy around it and why some people disagree, some people don't agree with it, is because not everyone knows how VStock works. So I'm going to be going over exactly how VStock works. You know exactly how it works. Not just like, oh, hey, it stabilizes your gun. No, like you're going to know exactly how the fuck this thing works. And maybe so good that you'll be able to make it on your own somehow in a VR game if you ever make a game for some reason. I don't know why I went on that tangent. Anyways, okay, so this is the VStock tutorial. It's one of my favorite tutorials to do ever because it really helps out when it comes to aiming with VStock. So for those of you who don't use VStock, sorry, this could be irrelevant. But we're gonna start. But lucky for you, if you don't use VStock, we're gonna start without VStock. So how does a gun work when you don't have VStock? So how it works is that it basically looks at both controllers, and it makes a line. So you see this line here? It makes a line through both your controllers. Okay. So if I remove my left one, and the line will move over here. If I were to move my right one, the line would move like this, right? And you can see it in the gun, right? Like if I move the controls like this, like right now what I'm doing is I'm doing like this motion. The gun's gonna point so that both the controllers line up. Okay. Any questions about that, how no VStock works? So you can do shit like this. Ow, fuck, I hit my controller. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so you can do like kind of like dumb shit like this. Okay, so that's how no VStock works. Okay, okay. Now we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna face this little chimney here. Okay, I'm gonna have my controllers out like this, like I'm freehanding. I'm gonna move my right hand left and right. Okay. So without VStock, obviously, because it's trying to make that line with the controller, it's tilting the barrel where I'm shooting left and right as well. Okay. So now I'm going to turn on VStock, finally, right? God ways, why are we doing no VStock? Okay, now I'm going to do the exact same thing. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay. So what's the difference here? Does anyone notice?
It's smoother.
It is smoother, but where is the gun pointing to? Even like compared to no VStock, where is the gun pointing to? Yes, it is pointing to the wall. More specifically, it's pointing to this left controller. Okay, your offhand. So that is what no VStock does. No VStock, it changes the way the gun points to where the gun will always point towards your left hand. Okay, so like so that's why when I was moving the gun left and right, it wasn't like turning like this. It was instead just always pointing straight like this. But it's moving the gun, but the barrel will always point here, and my bullets will always land there. Okay, so how does this tie into blind firing? How's this tie into new gen aiming? Well, knowing that the gun will point towards my left hand, you can basically just kind of just say fuck it and just point your left hand or offhand if you're left-handed, and just use that to aim. So you don't even need to use the sight. You can just point your left hand to like the bot's heads here, and then it'll work. Like I'm not using a sight, obviously, iron sights. And that's why like people can get away with doing the new gen aiming, because it's literally like the analogy I like to use is like it's like a Wii remote, bro. Like you're pointing and you're clicking. So that's why it's viable and you don't need to look through the sight. And that's why you see people like aim like this. Bot Jonathan slammed me. And then blind firing. Blind firing is pretty straightforward. I mean, there's many ways to blind fire. Like one is the scorpion, where like you like get behind cover and like you go over, okay, The most important thing to know about blind firing is that you want to your right hand or your main hand, it moves the gun around the object that's covering you, and then your left hand aims where you want to aim. So if like let's say I want to aim at like a guy here, okay, like right where I'm shooting, okay, then I would aim theoretically if like there wasn't a corner here, I would like aim where he was. I'd move my right hand around, and then you can see I'm like shooting where he would be, right? Because again, to reiterate, the barrel points to where your left hand is. So if I'm pointing here, my hand goes here, boom, it's shooting where I want to shoot. Okay, that's how blind firing works. That's why people can do it so like effortlessly, and it feels like they're cheating, because they're using the left hand method, right? Same with Scorpion, same deal here. I aimed a little low there, but it's chill. Right?
Just do the juice blind fire.
The juice blind fire is like fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, that's why some people, yeah, I know. Another technique is like people like go like all the way down here. You don't have to. I mean, it does move your gun down a little bit, like in regards to aiming with your left hand. But I think the logic is like people blind fire like really low because it's hard to like shoot the hand, or it's hard to like spot, I guess. So that's blind firing, and that's how V-Stock works, and that's like almost like that's pretty much everything. I guess some things to kind of take away from this is that like if you're a V-Stock user and you're a freehander, I want you to like put more of a focus if you're aim training or whatever, or you're in control point, put more of a focus into your offhand when you're aiming. So like here, I'm gonna keep like my right hand still. I'm just gonna use my left hand. Like this is all my left hand doing the work right now. I'm not moving my right hand at all. Right. So this is gonna help you get used to. This will make your aim a lot more consistent, right? Because a lot of people, they'll like move their right hand as well, and like that's perfectly fine. Like, you know, I see players like BLW do that. That's perfectly fine as long as you know that like at the end of the day that your left hand is the one that's actually pointing the gun. Then that's chill, right? Personally, that's why if you ever like see like clips like from me and Jet or whatever, me and Jet, that's why like we always have like our gun kind of like up and we're just moving our left hand, right? And it looks kind of like a little bit smoother, a little bit more calmer, but really it's the same motion as if you're like move your right hand as well. Like this is literally the exact same thing. Like even though it looks like really fast, I'm still doing the exact same speed and like precision, right? Just looks different because my right hand's still. Okay, any questions about V-Stock, about everything I just said? I feel like that was a lot. Nothing in chat. Oh, thank you to whoever labeled that. I appreciate it. Little sweetheart. Thank you, Xdact. Good practice, Roten. Yep. Absolutely. Understood. Okay, I mean, this is supposed to take longer. It's supposed to take until like 5. I guess I was wrong. Maybe this is a good time to, no, like to do something every day. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, definitely a thing to do. Definitely a thing to practice like every day. Just do scrim now, trust. Yeah, we definitely should. I think I'll talk a little bit about.
Internal.
Yeah, we'll do an internal. Did you him with the Rintintinum? Rintintinum. Oh my gosh. Dude, I hate that meme, but I also love it. I think, okay, I guess another thing to talk about is like, I guess controller stacking. So basically you can controller stack with V-Stock. You can also do it without V-Stock, but like, I personally, I don't really know how to, but it's possible. But that's why you kind of have to use V-Stock when you controller stack, so that it's always, like the gun is always a straight line. It's always pointing forward towards your left hand. Because if it isn't, then like if there's like a little bit of an inconsistency with your stack, then immediately the gun will start pointing. Like for example, let's say you have no V-Stock and you do like this motion, like the gun is immediately just gonna point this way and like not forward. I cracker wrist stack. That's why cracker wrist stack works with V-Stock on, because then when you do your cracker stack, the offhand, my left hand, it's pointing towards where I want to aim, and I can like aim through my left eye here. Yeah. Can I get, yeah, I'll give you code once the lobby fills. Okay, we're gonna get started. Yeah. No, I think yeah. I'll just put in project information, and I guess everyone will be able to see it. Okay. Okay. Cool. That's all. Hope that was helpful. We're gonna run an internal now. Okay. Some notes about the internal.